All right, good morning. I am here to do another GDE run because I've had some inconsistencies. The first run I did, it regened on me. The second run, I hit a traffic jam. So I decided I'm gonna go change the oil and make sure everything's good that way because my SFT run, I had a fresh oil change on it. So I wanna make it as consistent as possible. So I changed the oil. It'd been about 5,000 miles, so it's a little earlier, but I have been towing a lot. So changed the oil. I'm doing another run. I'm like 6-7 hours into this stupid GDE run now, just trying to make it fair. And then I got to do a SFT run again to make sure it's fair that way with the tires. So these videos are taking up a lot of my time. I hope you guys appreciate it. Anyway, I'll show you the tires real quick. I switched out my ridge grapplers because they're getting bald and I had to do a long trip. I had to tow about it was an 800-mile trip total, and they're getting pretty low. So I wanted to switch to 35-inch tires and try those. So I got these Goodyear Wranglers. They're the Ultra Terrains. They weigh 60 pounds a piece compared to the 78 pounds a piece of my ridge grapplers. However, going from 37 to 35 actually has dropped my fuel economy on the highway. It's raised it in the city, but it's dropped it on the highway. My RPMs are about 200 RPMs higher at 70 miles an hour than they were before. So look at them there from the side. And then I did swap out the grill, but I swapped that out before I did the SFT run. So anyway, everything's consistent now. I need to just double check the run with the SFT and the tires. All right, before I start the engine, like I do every time, I'm gonna reset the MPG there, reset this trip, and let's get going. I'll take you along. There's gonna be some traffic, just like my other runs. You can see all the cars out there waiting to go put the lights, so I'm gonna wait just a second. I'm gonna wait till this clears just a little bit and then I'll take off. Just to make it as fair as possible. I've hit traffic with every single one of the runs, especially at this light right here. So not too surprising. And people going south, straight down where I'm going for the loop, it's a lot fewer, so they don't get in the way for very long. I've been stuck at that light almost every single time. Anyway, here we go. All right, I am on my way back now. Just turned around, we're at 25.2 miles per gallon. Still pretty good. So we're in the 40-mile-an-hour range, just taking off. Like I said many times before, it goes to 55 and then 65 up here. So keeping at 5 above on cruise control. So I will update you when we're getting close. And then when we get back to the pump, I'll show you what we get there. All right, just getting back to the gas station. There's someone at the pump that I need to go to, so I'm gonna just pull up here and wait. We're at 27.0 miles per gallon. Pretty good. We'll see how accurate that is on the computer though. I'm gonna wait. Oh, looks like they're moving. Let's see what they do. I'm gonna go ahead and shut off the engine until I know what they're doing. Big truck over there pulling the trailer. So looks like they're getting gas. I'm gonna wait a little bit and then head over there as soon as they're done, just so I can use the same pump. I did have on that run, I did have one spot where I was stuck behind a truck for a little bit, so I went a little slower for about 2 miles or so, 2 or 3 miles. I don't think it affected it much, but it could have because it was a little bit slower. So when I do the SFT run with the smaller tires, I will go a little slower, match the speed. It was about 5 miles an hour below the speed limit instead of 5 above. So I will match that when I do the SFT run. Anyway, hopefully these guys move soon. All right. So it dropped to 26.9 just pulling over here, so barely under 27. So let's get pumping and see what it's at from the pump. Let's see what it gets this time. Wait 30 seconds and I'll... Really hate going off these pumps because you never know how accurate the pump is, but that we don't have very many options for doing this. All right. All right, 20 or 2.430. Let's grab my phone and I'll calculate that. All right, so my battery died on my camera right before I was going to do the calculation, but it was 2.430 was the amount of fuel we used for that GDE run. So we do 64 divided by 2.430, and that equals 26.337, about 26 and a third miles per gallon. That's good. It's not quite as good as I assumed it would be. For some reason, I was assuming GDE would be 1 to 2 miles per gallon higher than SFT. But SFT did send me an updated tune that was supposed to get better fuel economy, and apparently it has. When I first got SFT, I thought I noticed a slight drop in fuel economy, and apparently that's been cleared up. I mean, it's probably 0.2 miles per gallon difference, less than 0.2, like 0.13, 0.15 miles per gallon difference between GDE and SFT on this run. So that's really not that bad. It's sixes really. They're about the same on this. So yeah, they both got just over 26, almost 26 and a half miles per gallon on this run with the 35-inch tires. I do think I would have gotten a little bit more with the 37-inch tires. Well, I don't know. SFT was about the same, but that was on the older tune. On the newer tune, I could tell it was more efficient. The transmission tune was a little bit better as well. Shifted a little bit earlier, and keep in mind that this GDE run was using the same transmission tune. So there you go. GDE, 64 miles, 26.33 miles per gallon.